Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Victor John reporting from Nigeria. Okay, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria has come under serious attack and scrutiny by Nigerians online. They've dragged him to the point that he cannot breathe anymore. They said that why will he put a post commiserating with the American government over the loss of about 67 people on board the air crash between the American jets and the American helicopter, the Army helicopter that happened sometime towards the end of last month. Now, they are saying that President Bola Tinubu put a post, which I'm going to be reading. The post says, "I am deeply saddened by the tragic incident in Washington, D.C. On behalf of Nigeria, I extend our heartfelt condolences to the families of the victims, the people of the United States, and all affected by this profound loss. I commend the courageous efforts of first responders and emergency teams for their selfless work in harsh conditions. Nigeria stands in solidarity with the United States government and its people, united in grief and hopeful for a new day." Now, he posted this on X, and people have dragged him, Nigerians particularly, that with all that is going on in your country, you've not commiserated with victims of hunger, people that were killed by Boko Haram, people that were killed by insurgency. You don't commiserate with Nigerians. You don't put up any post to comfort Nigerians. But hearing about the air crash, you rushed to put up a post, and people were like, "It's not right, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is not what we expected from you," right? Now, if you go under that comment, you begin to read a lot of things. People had to now refer to something that said that it seems that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is seriously and desperately searching for the favors of Donald Trump. He just wants to get Donald Trump's attention. He wants to get the attention. You know, Nigerians had to now refer to a post that was put up by the federal government sometime last month, early last month, I think on the 12th of January precisely, where the federal government of Nigeria had put up a post banning homosexuality, lesbianism in the Nigerian military, saying that there is no same-sex marriage in the Nigerian military. And people began to say, okay, Donald Trump's inauguration is forthcoming. And they know that this is one of the things that Donald Trump is going to stand against or stamp on. And Tinubu is here taking the same action in his own country. So, you know, they were putting puzzles together like, is there a relationship between this and that? You know, and not too long, of course, after the inauguration, there was a ban on same-sex in the United States of America. People were already saying as at then that President Bola Tinubu was searching, seriously desperate for America's favor. Like he saw what was going to come from America to Nigeria, and he was looking for Trump's favor, right? That was why he had to ban same-sex in his own country as well. So Nigerians had to say, even with all the commiseration that you did, they still cut healthcare funding from your country. So what next do you want to do? All right. They said that Tinubu is doing what we call eye service. Like he's just trying to patronize the United States government. And that's what people have issues with. That why are you patronizing the government of the United States? Why don't you find a way? Your country is blessed with so much mineral resources that can sustain you, right? You will even be the envy of almost all the nations of the earth. And you are just patronizing this guy just because of one or two things that you're going to get from them. And funny how some of these aids, these fundings, when they come into the country, they don't even get to the common man. It just goes around some set of people who call themselves leaders and politicians. And people, we don't even have access to these fundings. We can't see where this one. In fact, it was just of recent that some Nigerians discovered that that so much funding of that amount was coming into the country from the United States. It was just of recent, right? So how has this money been spent? That's another topic for another day. But today is about the post that President Tinubu put up. Another post by Ubong Abia. Ubong Abia says, just look at this man. The crash is not even up to 24 hours and you have posted a condolence message. But tankers will explode, our Air Force will bomb civilians, Boko Haram will kill soldiers, yet you will appear deaf and dumb, or at best reluctantly post something else after 48 hours. Somebody says Nigerian citizens are blaming the US administration for cancelling the annual $500 million healthcare aid, which is supposed to be a responsibility of the Nigerian government. Nigerian government is sending condolences to citizens of another country who were involved in an accident when his citizens and armed forces are being hunted by terrorists day in and out. Are Nigerians seriously okay in the head? I mean, anyways, what's your take on this? Nigerians abroad, Nigerians at home, Americans, people worldwide. Drop your comments. What do you have to say about this? Let's know your take. Victor John.